Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to be talking about the CPU and the emmc. If you check carefully, you see that sorry this one is the CPU and this is the emmc. In most cases you always see that the emmc is mostly bigger than the CPU. You see the CPU MediaTek. In most phones you see that the emmc is bigger than the CPU. I show you this one. You still see the same thing. That is the CPU and this is the emmc. This one is written like sec seat. This one is a MediaTek. If you check carefully, you see that this one is a MediaTek CPU. Now the emmc, this is Kynix emmc. So the emmc is the memory of the phone. So everything that you store in your phone, like videos, photo, applications, everything is stored inside the emmc. It's like the memory of the phone. And now sometimes if the phone is dead, it's not switching on, it can also be the emmc. Or sometimes you can see that if the phone is full, the memory is full, it can be hanging on. Like when you're on the phone, if it's a Redmi, Samsung, you see that it will remain on Samsung, and it will not get to the menu. Sometimes it's the emmc. And this kind of problem, sometimes you can flash the phone, it can work, but sometimes it cannot work. And also another way to know if this emmc is damaged, you can connect the phone to your computer if you have a computer. And then if the phone connects to the computer, then what you do, you have to check if there's any memory. Sometimes you see that there's no memory. Or it may show memory corrupted. So the memory is corrupt. So what you can do is to reball the emmc, or sometimes you may need to change it. You may need to change the emmc. So, and for this CPU, as the name implies, the CPU is the central processing unit. The central processing unit. So everything that happens in the phone is be generated by this the CPU. So it's like the memory. Let's say the brain. This one is like the memory inside the brain. This one is the brain of the phone. So everything that is done on the phone is carried out by the CPU. So it sends command to every other component inside the motherboard, to every other IC, including the emmc. So it sends command so that they can function. So in some cases, if the phone is not coming, it's not switching on, sometimes it can be the CPU. It can be that the CPU is dead. Maybe sometimes you can reball it and it's okay, or maybe it can not be okay, or maybe it may need to be changed. And sometimes also, if you have a corrupted system, like the phone is switching on, remaining on Redmi, if it's a Redmi phone, or Samsung, or Techno, and it's not getting to the menu, sometimes also it can be the CPU that's having the problem. And to know also if the CPU is damaged, sometimes you can connect the phone to your computer. If the charging port is okay and the charging section is working properly, and then you connect the phone to your computer, but you don't see the phone does not connect to your computer, because the CPU is responsible for dictating that connection between your phone and the computer. But if you don't see it, it can be that the CPU is having a problem. So in most cases, the CPU, you can reball it and everything will be working. In most cases, when you reball the CPU, it will start work. So that is that for the CPU and the eMMC. In most phones, you always see this make the CPU bigger than the eMMC. So if there's something, if there's a question, you can message me on the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more interesting videos. Thank you very much.